Welcome everyone. In the chapter, The Matter in Our Surroundings, we have done all the topics, but on a special request by some students, I am making this new video on a topic that is water vapor in the air. Have you ever walked outside and felt like you were in a sauna? Not very pleasant, is it? Humidity is to blame for that muggy, sauna-like feeling some of us suffer through in the summer. Air always contains some water vapors in it. These water vapor present in the air comes from the evaporation of water in river, lakes and oceans, and from many biological activities such as respiration, etc. The amount of water vapor in the air, however, varies considerably from time to time and from place to place. How do you show that the air contains water vapor? To show that the air contains water vapor, perform a simple experiment. Take a glass tumbler and pour some ice cold water with a few ice cubes in it. Place this tumbler on the table and observe. After some time, water droplets start appearing on the outer wall of the tumbler. These droplets of water formed due to the condensation of water vapor present in the air. The water which was present in air got condensed on the outside or the outer surface of the container. So the question is, what is meant by humidity? The amount of water vapor in the air is expressed in terms of humidity. It can be defined as the quantity of water vapor present in 1 unit volume of the air. The humidity of air is generally measured in the units of gram per cubic meter. Ever heard the phrase, it's not the heat, it's the humidity? People say this because humidity, which is the amount of water vapor in the air, can make hot temperatures even more unbearable than they already are. Humidity is a broad term and we can describe different types of humidity in different ways. Humidity is an important thing to understand because it affects both weather and climate as well as global climate change. Humidity also affects indoor environments, so understanding it can help you determine the best place to store your books, clothing, grains, and other important items in your house. Another question which arises here is, what is meant by absolute humidity? Absolute humidity is the mass of water vapor divided by the mass of the dry air in a certain volume of air at a specific temperature. The warmer the air is, the more water it can absorb. Or we can say the maximum limit of water vapor which could be present in 1 cubic meter of air at any temperature is called absolute humidity or saturation value. Or in simple words, it is the limit of water, or I should say water vapors, which can be holded by air, or it is the maximum amount which air can hold. If it goes more, air won't be able to hold it. If it's less, then air will uh, be ready to accept evaporation. The maximum absolute humidity of warm air at 30 degrees Celsius is approximately 30 grams of water vapor. The maximum absolute humidity of cold air at 0 degrees Celsius, the freezing point, is approximately 5 gram of water vapor. This is the difference between humidity in summer months versus the humidity in the winter months. Warmer air holds more water, whereas colder air colder air holds less water. When air becomes saturated, this means that it contains the maximum amount of water vapor possible. To understand this, suppose you have a cup. Then saturation occurs when the cup is completely full of water. So if a smaller cup needs less water to become full, then bigger cup would require more water. Cold air becomes saturated from less water than it takes to saturate warm air. And just like air, if you kept filling the cup even though they are already filled, the water would have to somewhere. So it would spill out over the cup and fill the surrounding area. Dew is when water condenses at ground level because the air is saturated. Just like the water which spills over the side of the full cup. When air is saturated, the excess water spills over and builds up on leaves, cars, buildings, anything else that is surrounded by the saturated air. Therefore, the temperature at which saturation occurs is called the dew point. You most commonly see dew in the morning because air temperature goes down overnight. And remember, cold air can't hold much water. So it's like you are taking the larger cup, warm air, and pouring it into a smaller one, cold air. There's simply not enough room, so it spills over as dew. Last topic in this context is what is relative humidity? You have probably heard about the relative humidity in weather reports. This is the amount of water vapor in the air relative to what the air can hold. Think about it in this way. If you have a cup that is half full of water, the cup contains 50% of what it can hold. Air works the similar way. The actual amount of water vapor present in air is usually lower than the absolute humidity or saturation value of the air at the same temperature. The wetness of air is generally expressed in the terms of relative humidity denoted by RH. So relative humidity is equal to mass of water vapor present in a given volume of air divided by maximum water vapor required to saturate the same volume of air. Thus, the percentage of the amount of water vapor present in a certain volume of the air to the amount of water vapor needed to saturate it is called a relative humidity. If the water vapor in the air is equal to the saturated value